And in this installment, we're going to be going over Sunday AFC and NFC championship games. Yes, guys, this is our best bets video. Let's get into it. Hey, yo! Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to give you the winning ingredients for your NFC and AFC championship games. This is the best bets video. This is what you all been waiting for. But before I deep dive into this 2 games of craziness on Sunday, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetsJetsD. Don't forget about that TikTok at Chef_D91. And don't forget about the Patreon if you want exclusive bets. Yes, I'm doing this video for these 2 particular games, but we have daily bets going on in NBA and obviously going up for that Super Bowl. If you want that pick, sign up for that Patreon right this second. For our first matchup, we have the San Francisco 49ers going up against the Philadelphia Eagles. 3 p.m. showdown. These 2 teams have clearly been the top 5 teams all year long. The Eagles have been the number 1 team all season long, just exerting their dominance on both sides of the football offensively, with Jalen Hurts emerging as a top-tier quarterback, and the combination of Devonta Smith and A.J. Brown to mix with their offensive line and running game. There is no weakness on that Philadelphia Eagles side. Going up against the San Francisco 49ers, their top-tier defense here. And if we're looking at DVOA, the 49ers have been number 1 all year, as you can see right there. Number 1 overall, and Philadelphia has been number 6 overall in defensive DVOA. So this is going to be 2 talented defenses. We have a high-octane offense in the Philadelphia Eagles, and then we have a very efficient offense here on the San Francisco 49ers side with Kyle Shanahan. But the key factor here is their leading captain, Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, pick number 262, going up against Jalen Hurts, who was an outcast in Oklahoma, bounced back. We saw he was a nobody last season, and he has merged with the combination of A.J. Brown and all the talent that he has around him. Like I said, a top-tier quarterback now that we have in Jalen Hurts. This is a very intriguing matchup. The spread we have for the 49ers, plus 2.5 underdog. If you want to go with the 49ers side, the total is at a 46 over-under. And the money line, if you want 49ers, at plus 130. If you want the Eagles at a minus 2.5, this is the home team here. Usually you get the guaranteed 3, but as you can see, a lot of the money is coming in on the 49er side to force this number at a 2.5, not a strong 3. So we'll see, maybe when it comes to Saturday, Sunday, early morning, if this line is going to change. That's going to benefit the Eagles if it continues to go higher. All right, and if you want the Eagles on the money line, it is at a minus 150. All right, so this particular game here, let's put it out all on the table here. We have 2 very consistent teams, okay? The 49ers run a very run-heavy type of offense, and off of that, they play their play action off of that, okay? The Brock Purdy is helped with all of the yards after the catch guys that he has on the offensive side of the ball. Not to mention, he has an elite defense. He has Deebo Samuel. He has Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, and Brandon Ayuk. All that talent on that side of the ball is making this offense run very, very efficiently. And then now on the Eagles side of the ball, this team has no blemish. All right, this team is pretty much perfect. You have the upside, the fact that they can throw the ball with Jalen Hurts, they can run the ball with Miles Sanders, Boston Scott, Kenneth Gainwell, and if things get it gets scary even a little bit, Jalen Hurts has the legs that can put up huge numbers. So this particular game, I think, is going to come down to, we have the 49ers. They faced a tough defense last week in the Dallas Cowboys. Now they're going up against an even stronger defense here in the Philadelphia Eagles that put pressure on the quarterback. All right, they don't need to blitz. They can bring the front 4, and that can get home to Brock Purdy and really cause some confusion for someone that's been pretty much having an easy time. He struggled in his previous game against the Dallas Cowboys. But the problem was Dak Prescott was not able to take advantage, and the Cowboys were not able to take advantage. I think that's going to be different in this game here. Give me the Philadelphia Eagles taking advantage of the 7th round pick here in Brock Purdy. That defense is going to get home, and I don't think that the 49ers defense can force Philadelphia in that many errors for them not to prevail. I think it's going to be too much for him to handle, and Brock Purdy in this test here will surmount to too much. Give me the Philadelphia Eagles with the money line, and in a game like this, and you're telling me that you're giving me pretty much a field goal, I'll take the 2.5. I feel comfortable that the Eagles will win by a field goal. All right. Along with the pick, I'm going to give you some props that you should focus in on this game between the 49ers and Eagles. Yes, it's two defensive minded teams, but the 49ers have been giving up huge games to number one wide receivers. Week after week, okay, we had DK Metcalf go off, and then the week prior we had CeeDee Lamb go off. Now we have a situation where we have Eagles, AJ Brown, anytime touchdown. I think we should smash this button here. I love AJ Brown in this game. He could even be the first touchdown at plus 750 to get you great odds, but I love him as an anytime touchdown score at plus 115. This is a smash button here. Let's look at fantasy points allowed to that wide receiver position, and it's been a gold mine here. So we're going to go to the fantasy points allowed to wide receivers, adjust these statistics here, and these San Francisco 49ers are right here. Not to mention the Bengals are right there as well, 28th and 28th. Overall, the 49ers are even worse, 29th and 26th. They've been giving up big plays and deep yardage plays as well. That's going to bode well for the Philadelphia Eagles with Devonta Smith and A.J. Brown, okay? 192 receiving yards to wide receivers, 1.6 TDs a game to the wide receivers. This is a perfect spot for Jalen Hurts. So we're going to look for Jalen Hurts passing props. We're going to take the over in that. A lot of people are going to be afraid to go there because of the 49ers defense. We're going to hop in on the plus 1.5 touchdowns. We love that. And we're going to take these yards at over 250 as well, okay? And right there, that's the key that you're going to lock in on for this game for the 49ers and Eagles. I want to hop in on the passing props and the receiving props for the Philadelphia Eagles. So receiving wise, A.J. Brown, I love his over, and we're going to go to that number 2 option here in Devonta Smith. He's pretty much been matching target week after week with A.J. Brown. So I love Devonta Smith and combination of A.J. Brown here for this game against the 49ers. Let's go on to the Kansas City Chiefs going up against the Cincinnati Bengals. The second game in the doubleheader at 6:30 will be the Cincinnati Bengals going up against the Kansas City Chiefs. Yes, the Bengals and Joe Burrow do have Patrick Mahomes' number in the last past previous 3 matchups. The Bengals are 3-0 against the Kansas City Chiefs. The Bengals already beat the Chiefs earlier this season in Cincinnati. So now we come upon this game. This is a rematch of the previous matchup in the AFC Championship game here, and the Bengals prevailed. So now we have this matchup yet again. The Bengals are a plus 1.5 spread on the point line. If you think that this game will stay close, but at this point, 1.5, you might as well choose a winner. All 3 matchups between the Bengals and the Chiefs have come within 3 points. So if you want to adjust that number to 3, feel fine to do it on either side of the football. All right. The over-under total is at 48. It did open around 52 points. It went down because of the injury to Patrick Mahomes, but reports are now coming in strong that Patrick Mahomes will play in this game on Sunday. He already came through with full practices Wednesday and Thursday. He's going to be fine. We've seen his walk, him running and jogging. There's no huge limp that we see from Patrick Mahomes. That's why this line has adjusted to Kansas City Chiefs back being the favorite. If you want the Chiefs minus 1.5 there, you might as well take that if you think they're going to win. And then the money line is at minus 120 here. So this game should be chock full of points. One of the First things we're going to talk about is the over-under, and I love the total at 48, okay? It was at 52. It was brought down, and it has not adjusted. I think this is where we can find some value and take advantage of it, all right? One of the key spots here, both sides of the ball, they have been giving up yardage to quarterbacks and wide receivers. Like I showed you before, Bengals are 28th and 28th in the red zone against opposing wide receivers, 181.8 and 1.2 TDs a game to that wide receiver position, okay? In the previous matchup, another way that you can get find an angle for these Kansas City Chiefs here is the rushing game. In that previous matchup, we'll even go to it right here for you guys. In that previous matchup, they were able to run that football very, very efficiently. If we go to that previous matchup that we see right here, that loss in Cincinnati, 27-24, we saw the Kansas City Chiefs put forth a rushing effort, despite the fact that they struggle passing the football. As you see, Patrick Mahomes only threw for 223 yards. The efficiency running the football was superb. Isaiah Pacheco, 4.7 yards a carry, 66 yards and a touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, 51 yards rushing, 6.4 yards a carry. Sky Moore even came through with a 12-yard rush, and then Patrick Mahomes chipped in with a TD as well. So, if they want to slow down this Cincinnati Bengals offense that they've struggled 3 times in a row, this is one of the game plans that they can put forth, is utilizing their running backs. So, for props purposes, I do like the rushing props for Pacheco at over 47. I like that there. I like the total yards on Joe Mixon. Try to find that if you can. If you can get the rushing and receiving props for Joe Mixon, I'm pretty sure you can get that. Here you go right there. Joe Mixon, rushing, receiving. That should be a good look as well, as we're going to see a lot of yards in this game here. Let's look at fantasy points allowed to that QB position. And the Kansas City Chiefs are right there, 29th in the league and 31st in the red zone. All right, allowing 223 total yards and 2 TDs a game, okay? And then you look down, the Cincinnati Bengals aren't too far along. They're actually giving up more yardage right here. As you can see, 262 yards a game, 1.8 TDs a game. So, like I said, this is the reason why we love the over on this, and we're going to smash all the props here. Isaiah Pacheco, Joe Mixon, all right? Go with Travis Kelce with receiving, okay? They're not going to shut him down more than once, okay? They were lucky that one time you smashed that Travis Kelce number yet again, especially on receptions. He might not get the yards, but he's going to get 4, 5, 6, 7 catches in this game. They're going to target their guy. And a sleeper wide receiver that I do like is Kadarius Toney. His yards after the catch is very, very dangerous. And you can get his receiving props at over 35.5. That's a very low number at plus 105. So you get plus money on him going over. And in 3 wide receiver sets, he's been targeted at a very, very high clip. All right, so we have the props. Who is going to be the winner in this? I'm telling you right now, the Kansas City Chiefs are not losing this game. Patrick Mahomes will not lose 4 in a row against Joe Burrow. He's going to get this win here in Kansas City to go to the Super Bowl yet again. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs, all right? So those are going to be the plays for Sunday. I gave you my first one. I love the Philadelphia Eagles being dominant yet again. And then in the second game here, I love the Kansas City Chiefs over, and I like them to win outright, all right? So thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to that channel. And I'll be back with another video very soon, all right? Peace out, guys.